Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, what's up, my friends? So we're here at Silverado. The park is kind of wet. You can see these little puddles. So we're just going to be doing a video on where you want to be centered when you're doing ollies and just rolling around, warming up. So a lot of people think that your weight has to be centered over the middle, right? Because that's kind of what makes, like, what seems intuitive. But the truth is, you have to look, or you have to think about what's going to be holding you comfortably, what's going to be stabilizing you. And when you're on the board, what's going to be stabilizing is one foot, so one leg. Essentially, that leg is determined by the direction you go. So if you're a regular skater, it's going to go over the left. If you're a goofy skater, it's going to be stabilizing over your right. Now, how that looks when you're pushing is you're still centered over that foot. As you go down to push, you're still centered over, and this leg is the one just propelling you forward. As a goofy skater, it's the opposite way, but you're still stabilizing yourself over one foot or leg. I'm gonna use them interchangeably. The important thing is that you don't stiffen out at the hips, because as you get low, as you go for a push or just get lower to stabilize, this is gonna hold you a bit better on the board instead of just being straight up. As you get more comfortable and experienced on the board, you're gonna figure out that you can kind of just reduce that tension and kind of go with a more extended posture. But when you first start, you want to make sure you feel safe and stable over one leg, right? As you turn, that's gonna slightly shift, but the weight is gonna remain over that front foot. If it comes to the back side, so if you want to check the top half of the body, if the top half of the body, that center weight, goes to the back, it's going to be real easy to slip and fall back. Same thing if you're a regular skater. If the weight comes to the back, it's going to be real easy to kind of get off balance, and you can't really stabilize because there's no wheels right here, right? There's wheels right there. You could be on one foot, but you can't be on one foot right here, right? And keep rolling. So that's essentially why you want to be centered over that lead foot and not on this back one, right? Imagine you're trying to push Mongo, but you accidentally place that foot on the tail. It's not gonna go so well. So those are just very summarized reasons or explanations on why you want to stay over that one foot, so it can keep you confident as you push around. This is applied throughout all of skateboarding, whether you're doing a trick on a ledge, on a ramp, or in the air. It changes depending on, you know, the stance and the variation, but for the most part, you're always going to want to lean into one side of your body. One leg or the other, right? So if I'm going regular and I do a back 180 when I land, I'm gonna want to gravitate to the right one because this becomes the lead foot, right? It's okay if you do a back 180 and you kind of stay over this same foot that you started with, but that just gives you more of a chance to slip out because momentum is going the direction you started going in the first place. So this concept of staying stable over that lead foot is applied all throughout skateboarding, but for now we're just kind of summarizing it in very intro, with an introductory perspective. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. I just kind of wanted to go over that because I saw some videos explaining that you want to make sure you're centered over the middle of the board, but that's kind of very inefficient when you're trying to do tricks, because if you're in the middle, you're not really you're not able to stabilize yourself over one foot, which is going to give you the most pop or the most effective snap. Because if you're in the center, you're kind of figuring out as you're trying to jump where you should stabilize from. But if you understand you need to stabilize over the lead foot, you can go down comfortably and come and explode with confidence instead of trying to think, oh, how do I stay in the center the whole time? So having said that, that's the end of the video. Just quickly wanted to talk about that, and hopefully it helps when you're doing, whether it's an ollie, a grind, or something more advanced in any other part of the park. Peace out.